purple rain. Duchess Kate's new painful slap makes Meghan Markle boil. Today, queen of the quick change, Kate Middleton swaps her magenta trouser suit for a sleek black exercise jacket as she joins Prince William in the City of Derry Rugby Club after meeting animals at Ulster University Petting Zoo on a whirlwind Northern Ireland visit. Duchess Kate was beaming while holding a tarantula called Charlotte during her latest visit at the University of Ulster campus petting zoo in Northern Ireland. Joining her is Prince William, who teamed up with Prince Charles and Camilla to make a strong impression last night. Here is the latest slap for Meghan Markle because whichever way it was, William and Kate are the perfect match. That suit is a fabulous cut and color. It makes what Markle wore to New York look like a jumble sale reject. I bet she was spitting feathers, especially after Kate's triumph last night at the Bond film premiere. Indeed, a source said to us, the Cambridges put a lot of effort into preparing for their engagements. They come across as relaxed, effortless, and confident. Unfortunately, the Markles put all their effort into controlling what they want people to see and hear, and they end up being laughingstocks. Meghan's clothes never fit because she is loaned clothes by the designer to wear in public and then handed back. They're never tailored to her type of body. She's marching the clothes for her own parfit. And that's why you rarely see her in the same outfit. She's all about the money, and it shows. Last night was very glamorous. Today was very elegant and a wonderful color on the Duchess. She should wear stronger colors more often. Now compare that with the ill-fitting red clown suit that Meghan wore last week, looking like a sack of spuds. Kate could wear a bin bag and look so elegant. Whatever Markle wears, she still looks like a bag lady. You don't see either of them snarling or with fake crocodile tears blabbing to the press that nobody's ever asked them if they're okay. Kate will be making Meghan cry again when she sees these pictures. The gap between Kate and the other one gets wider by the day. One is stunning, classy, elegant, authentic, and primed to be our queen, whereas the other is narcissistic, lying, two-faced, self-lover who uses people for her own gain. Amazing how two different sister-in-laws can be. Meghan must be crying. Meghan's trousers drag on the dirty floor. She leaves the tag hanging off her dress. Not even her wedding dress fit her properly. I hope Meghan doesn't now try to outdo Kate on the dress front because she won't succeed. Kate has class and good taste, and more importantly, she knows what suits her. She is a duchess and future queen to be proud of. With the Cambridges, I think they are doing very well, a good job, and they do it so well together. She does not try to outshine William, and she knows who she is. She doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. And to all the people who think Kate just does glamorous jobs and little of them, look, here she is again, another engagement. Not only does she attend engagements during the day, but also in the evenings as well. And all the ones in between that we don't see that is required of her. Kate and William have so many public engagements. They go to schools, community projects, educational settings, and yes, the once-in-a-while glitzy showbiz event like the film premiere last night, as well as try and spend time with their 3 young children. I think they are to be commended. It can't be easy and under scrutiny all the time. They do a great job as best they can, and they don't just limit themselves to TV interviews. Shadow writing books, standing on stages saying how we should do better. Kate, I believe, is trying to help the Queen rein Meghan in. To those who say Meghan has done nothing wrong, I can only point out that Meghan has done nothing right. A lot of her disgusting behavior from her time in the UK until she came to the US has been exposed. I will not repeat it here. As we all hear about Meghan Markle is from gossip magazines that are looking to sell a juicy story. I'm sure she has her faults and that she's rubbed some people up the wrong way due to differences in expectations. However, if my father and half-siblings behaved the way her family members did since her relationship with Prince Harry went public, I would definitely cut them out of my life. So please, let's stop hating her for the way she reacts to her family. Deep down, most of us know if our family members acted like they do, we'd cut them off too. And fortunately, we would not be condemned by the world press for our actions. Plus, I seem to remember that Prince Andrew wasn't allowed to marry Koo Stark due to her soft porn past. Maybe Harry should not have been allowed to marry Meghan. Then the royal family would not be having all this trouble with her. Meghan still thinks she's an actress, and now married to the royal family, she thinks she's the diva, being even more famous in her own head. All those points mentioned are typical of divas, not royalty. The more she screams, "I'm royalty," the less class and security and royal she shows herself. Aha! That's why we love Catherine. She knows who she is and carries herself with grace, confidence, beauty, and the love for the people. Harry must be at a loss on how to start educating and refining his wife. He can secretly see what we mean and more. But where does he begin? Hence the solemn attitude he carries around these days. He's probably resigned to what he has for a wife, and albeit he loves her, his present public appearances tell us that he's not the same. He's not the guy we once knew and loved so dearly. It would be easier for him to reform Meghan Markle if she wasn't so arrogant and unapproachable, free from pretentious behavior and self-important to the point where she cannot be reached. The public compares her manners to a nouveau riche, rags to riches behavior. Our remarks are based on what we see of Meghan Markle in public appearances, and our opinions are formed on accordingly. None is needed to equate to a person to form an opinion about her. As one of our members of the royal family, we have every right to express our feelings as we see fit. I think Catherine is playing the long game with Meghan. We all know things have been extraordinarily tense between the two of them until the Queen intervened and told them to play up to the cameras with their fake smiles at each other at church. What caused this tense relationship? Well, we only know snippets of Meghan being rude to Catherine's staff, being critical of Charlotte, and being callous to Catherine when she was pregnant, which resulted in tears. No doubt there's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and Catherine did feel very used by Meghan after she welcomed her to the royal family, and Meghan discarded her friendship once she had served her purpose. I'm sure the Africa documentary must have riled up Catherine and William when Meghan acted up to the camera with her best sad face about how the royal family had abandoned her and not been supportive. If Catherine had wanted to reach out to her, none of us would have known about it. I suspect Catherine anticipated that Meghan would rebuff the overtures so she could continue her ploy with certain gullible members of the public that she's alone and abandoned by the royal family. By making it known that she's reaching out, Catherine has been able to cut off any further complaints by Meghan that the royal family is still abandoning her. Meghan always plays the victim, and very often different cards too. And it was she who kept on about being an American. No one in the royal family did. She's still a petulant, spoiled, overindulged child with wannabe diva designs. She treated her own father so badly. Whatever he may or may not have been, he is still her father, and she would not be alive if it were not for him. Now she is trying to distance Prince Harry from his father, grandmother, and the royal family too. Neither of them has the right to disrespect the Queen and the royal family, no matter how they feel about them. That's just bad manners and rudeness.